So it's your boy back again with another video, another trade breakdown. So I'm just gonna be breaking down like trades that I took this week, right? I almost got cooked by the markets this week, man. I almost got clapped by the markets, but thankfully we made everything back. So one of the last trades that I took, actually the one before last, was a buy on Euro odd. As you can see here, we have some kind of a double bottom, and then price started going up, right? So what I saw was price went up from here down, which was a higher high, higher low, then again it went up here. If you see this, it went up here, right? So what actually happened was I then started anticipating buys, but on the daily, like, price has been going up to the downside. If you look at this, price has been going to the downside. If you look at this, you see, so there's still some more space to go down here, but then this double bottom gave me actually false hopes, and then I ended up getting clapped here, if you as you can see. So what I did was I saw this impulse, this correction, this other impulse, and then this retrace. So with this retrace, I then marked out my fib levels, if you can look at this, and then it landed around 61 and 50. And you know that 61 is a very sensitive level when it comes to fib, and it's a psychological level. So I then started looking for buy signals. So what threw me off here was that on the 15-minute, price gave me this, which is your low test candle and an engulfing candlestick to the upside, right? So I took the trade. Long story short, I got clapped. So that's why you always set a stop loss, because anything can happen. If you read the book by Mark Douglas, that really helped me a lot. I had to read that book 3 times before I could actually get it down, you know, to a very functional level into my mindset, right? So the 5 principles, or the 5 fundamentals truths rather of the book state, the number one thing that it states is that anything can happen in the markets. So if anything can happen in the markets, why won't you set a stop loss or set a break even? You see, so that's the problem with other traders. I think what was stopping me largely from becoming consistent was the fact that I traded emotionally. You know, I couldn't control my emotions, and then I revenge traded for a long time, right? So yes, double bottom, sorry, impulse correction, fib level 61, and then I took buys, and then I got clapped. But it's part of the game here. It's probabilities. You know, it might not have worked now, but then if it was like in a different setting, different scenario, and if we had like more buyers than sellers, this is all it literally means, that there were more sellers than buyers in the markets at this point in time, then this would have been a winning trade, right? So the other trade that I took was somewhere here. This one was a win. Let's see if I can do something about this. Where are my trees? Object tree. This was a short. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's see. Okay. let's see. Definitely, yep. So the other trade I took was here, and then this was also a fib level trade that I took. So you see the price was heading down from here, broke out, broke back in, retested here, small retest, and then started putting down, right? So what happened was I just came and I marked my levels, and it also landed me at the 61 fib level, if you can see, if you can look at it. But then if you look closely, you're also able to see that this actually formed a flag, you know, or a pennant in a sense. So you didn't need the fib level because you had this flag, and then it's more than 6 candlesticks. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? So this was a very beautiful trade. I think I got maybe 3%, 6%, because I took 2 trades. Yeah, let's see what else, because I took 7 trades this week. 3 were wins or winners, 3 were losses, and then 1 was a break even, right? So yeah, that's what happened. So we still in a positive, we still ended up positive. And then this trade though, this trade here, if you can look at it also, on this trade I actually jumped the gun, right? This is from the impulse, sorry man, a double top. If you look at it, it was forming a double top, but I jumped the gun here, because if you can look here, usually what I look for as my entry signals is your low test and high test candles with engulfing candlesticks to the upside or downside, right? So price went up here, came back down, went up again right here. But then look at this candlestick. In a sense, let me zoom in real quick. In a sense, this candlestick right here, this candlestick right here, if you look at it, then close below this level of resistance. It actually closed in between, right? So this was not a proper high test candle for me to actually say, no, it's a high test candle, let me take the sell. But I jumped the gun when it came to this trade. So yeah, I ended up getting clapped by the markets again. But what I love about it is that, like, you know, anything can happen. So what did I do? I set my stop loss just above here after realizing that mistake. So I tightened my stop loss. So I ended up maybe lessening the amount that I lost. Yeah, I lost probably 2% here, but I made it all back here. And I probably lost another 2% here, but I made it up somewhere else. You see, I'll show you right now, because I took euro odd trades, and I took and always I'm actually remembering this right now. You have to make sure that your winners are bigger than your losses. So in a sense, you have to break even, you have to set your stop loss, you have to lock profits, because if you don't do those things, then what happens is that, like, what could have been a break even becomes a loss, and what could have been a partial win becomes a break even. You get what I'm saying? So you always have to pay yourself when the market allows it. So I took another trade. Hey, I took a GU trade on Friday, which was yesterday, where I'm from. Just pardon me for that. So I took a GU trade. I took buys on GU. So if you can look here, let me just do this because I'm on the 15 minute. I'll go to the 1 hour first. if you have a look here, actually what's happening, price formed a head and shoulders. So essentially price came down, went up, broke out, came back, then came to actually retest this, forming a head and shoulders pattern to the upside. So this is what you call an inverted head and shoulders pattern. So, and then also here, if you look at it, I went on my 4 hours, I think, and then I just marked out this. So confluence wise, it gave me more than enough, because this is also my 6150 level fib, and then it price literally came to retest this and then pushed up. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared when I was taking when I was taking this trade, because I had actually incurred the loss before, you know, on Euro odd. But then the probability model says that you don't know which trades will win or in which trades will lose. So you have to take every trade, you have to take every edge that you see. As long as it meets your criteria, you have to take it. Why? Because you don't know whether it's gonna win or whether it's gonna lose. What you have to do is just manage your risk, right? Set your stop loss, set your break evens, and then there's another lesson here that I want to actually add on, because like I'm in one trade, I closed one here, and then I thought price was gonna come back all the way here, but I think it was just greed that took over, because I saw the price was going down on the 15. Let me show you. You see, price went all the way down and then pulled back up, and then I set my break even here. But as soon as I started seeing this happening, I removed it and then I put it here. And then when I saw price that was coming near to this area, I then like removed my stop altogether. So chances are because of greed, eh? So if I would have taken my wins here, then there wouldn't have been a need for me to actually incur all of this here, because right now I'm sitting with a trade that might end up being a loss, right? So always pay yourself, right? Pay yourself first. So greed took over here. Price was going up, then it went down, and then I broke even, right? And I logged profits here. But as soon as I saw this, I removed all my stops and all my break evens and all my profits. So now I'm sitting in possibly a loss, right? But that's about it, guys. That's about it. You know, I highly recommend that if any one of you wants to like start trading, or if any one of you is like going through like a losing streak or whatever, read the book Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. And if you have to read it 3 or 4 times, because I did the same thing before I actually got it down and got it functioning inside of me. So yeah, guys, this is what I had for this week. So we up this week. 3 wins, 3 losses, and 1 break even. So if I lost 1% or 2% or 6%, I made possibly double that, right? Or I made possibly triple that. So I'll just like post my winnings, and I'll post like a mini clip, a shot of the trades that I took and of the profits that I made. Keep well, guys. More content coming. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.